All right, guys. Everybody's calling me because they're worried about finding weights or dumbbells, but I'm going to show you guys what I used to do in college. So you're going to find heavy-duty garbage bags at Home Depot. They also have playground sand, like literally playground sand at Home Depot. 50-pound bags of sand are like $3. If they don't have playground sand, you can get like pond pebbles. But in the garden section, there's usually playground sand or pebbles or something that's heavy as shit. So you're gonna buy a 50-pound bag of it. You're gonna grab the garbage bag. You could weigh it if you want. You can put this on the scale and fill it up and make it a certain weight, but it doesn't really matter. So get a garbage bag. Maybe put a third of the bag of pebbles or sand into the bag. Or if you wanna make it a little lighter, make it lighter. You're gonna take the air out of the bag. Put a knot in the bag. Then if you want, you can get a piece of duct tape and just wrap it around the knot so it doesn't go anywhere. And then throw your new weighted bag into your sandbag. I say to make 3 because let's say I'm doing something like arms, maybe this weight's perfect, right? And I can curl this weight. But after doing squats, it's too light. But then if we have a couple extra weights, now it's adjustable. So that's why I'm saying get a couple different size sandbags of sand, fill them up, and then you can adjust your sandbag based upon what you're doing. So I know it seems like a lot of work. People are like, I'm not going to Home Depot, I'm not doing that. But you can do a lot of bodyweight stuff at home, and you can hit most muscle groups, but what you can't really hit is your lower back, and your lower back is really what you need to have stay strong for your body to stay strong. So you have to have some type of deadlifting motion in your routine, whether it's a kettlebell swing, a sandbag, and the sandbag has to be pretty heavy. So it's like, it's one of those things that, you can get by with some light workouts, but if your lower back and core to really get hit, you need some weight. And a sandbag's great because you can have that true feeling of weight. And I feel like if you have a sandbag, your home workout routine really is complete. It costs you next to nothing. It's a duffel bag, a bag of sand. 50 pounds is enough for most people. Stronger guys could get 2 or 3 bags and make a sandbag up to 150 pounds. I have some friends use. And then the canvas sack would obviously have to be bigger. I used to use like a canvas laundry bag, like a big just sack that kind of ties off like a rope. I got it on Amazon, but we're gonna go over some key exercises with the sandbag. And again, they're brutal, they're amazing. I do this even when I could be in the gym. I'm gonna use the sandbag I got from Rogue just because it's compact, and I kind of broke the other one. So I'm gonna show you guys with this one. So kind of like an Atlas stone. The first one is the sandbag shoulder. So get your hands under the bag. Make sure you walk your feet over the bag. I don't want to be in front of the sandbag. The huge benefit of sandbags over deadlifting is that deadlifting bar is in front of your body, and it always has a higher potential risk of injury for rounding through the lower spine. So the sandbag, I kind of want to be right over it. I almost want to have my ankle bones lined up with the back part of the bag. Fingers under the bag. And I'm going to get the bag to my knees. Hug it, and using a strong hip drive and a triple extension, pop it up to my shoulders, and back down. Hug, pop up, and back down. So with the sandbag shoulders, try to work this heavy. Try to go 3 to 5 reps per side, break for 2 minutes, and build it like actual strength routine. Now we can actually hit our lower back and build some muscle in this time where we really can't get to the gym and do some of our heavier lifts. Now if you want to make this cardio intensive, what we can do is a full body sandbag shoulder. So I'm gonna go push up position, jump up, boom. You can get the sandbag from the foot or your shoulder in one shot, or if it's heavy, you can break it up to the knees and then come up, either one. Here, and then up. And work that 5 reps per side. Super taxing, great cardio. Now if you guys are watching this, and you're an athlete, or you're serious about your strength, you gotta get a sandbag made before you get in a super lockdown or something, and you can still get out. You could probably have all your fitness needs really met with a sandbag. Sports like wrestling and grappling, not having a handle to grab and using just squeezing force is amazing for jiu-jitsu. I think sandbags have the best carryover to athletic performance in grappling and mostly all sports. Some other exercises, we could work the sandbag into just here to a throw, boom. Full explosiveness, no slowing down. So you can make it really explosive. You can work carries where you hold the bag and just walk set distance, 100 feet down and back, 3 rounds. So we got sandbag carries, sandbag shouldering, hold the bag, work front squats with a slight hip hinge. So I'm almost gonna come down, put it in my lap, explode back up. We have step back lunges. You have walking lunges. Everything you could do with the bar or dumbbells, you could do with the sandbag, and it's 10 times harder. I'm a certified strongman coach through Rob Orlando. Rob Orlando and his head coach Tim Burke were my teachers in strongman. I went to a CrossFit gym years ago in Connecticut called Highway Athletics, and they had a strongman class and a CrossFit class, so I kind of do both. And I soon realized that the strongman was way more fun, and I got into Atlas stones, kegs, logs, and I actually implement a lot of that stuff here in my gym for my clients. And when people think about strongman, like, oh, it's dangerous and they get hurt, you think about the big guys with huge guts, but just like powerlifting and strongman, the heavier you chase after an object, the heavier you need to become to lift that object. So just because the guys lifting it get really big, that's the extreme of the sport. There's plenty of guys who do strongman, like Robert Landon and Tim Burke, that are probably in some of the best, they are better athletes than anybody I've ever met. Tim Burke, my coach and my good friend, he owns a CrossFit gym right now, actually where the old Hybrid used to be in Stamford, so if you're in the Connecticut area, please check him out. But he is, to me, and I've been training for 18 years professionally as a coach. I work with lots of trainers, but Tim is someone that I would go to train. He's motivating, he always makes you feel good. He's just a great coach, and he's about 200 pounds, and we have Atlas stones. I've seen him do a 300-pound stone to his shoulder, 600-pound yoke walks. I mean, when you think about functionality, having someone 200 pounds that could rip a 300-pound stone of dead weight from the ground to the shoulder and then run with a 600-pound yoke and then run a mile in 6-7 minutes, that's truly an awesome athlete. And I haven't seen too many well-rounded athletes like that. So that to me is the epitome of like a functional athlete, and that's what I strive to be. It's great to be big and lift heavy weight, but can you also move in a functional way? Can you be fast? Can you jump high? And my whole life I always tried to combine these elements together. So when you think about like a little kid, when they go down and pick something up, they do it with the same type of form you'd pick up a stone. So these odd objects and strongman stuff have a very natural biological lifting pattern ingrained in us. They don't take tons of learning like Olympic lifting or powerlifting. I'm not saying those are wrong, but if you have an athlete that only has a few weeks or a few months to get ready for a sport, why would you have him learn a technique for weeks or months before you can even use a decent amount of weight, when I can teach someone a sandbag in 30 minutes, have them increase the load, increase their work capacity, so in a couple weeks they're cranking out a 200-pound sandbag to their shoulder. So I just feel like the amount of work and how fast you can teach it and what it does for the body is bar none. So I'm a huge proponent of strongman training. Check out Tim Burke, check out Rob Orlando, check out my gym if you're in West Harrison. If you're in the Carmel area, check out OSA, where Nick Bader lives, and the head coach Gary. Great programming over there too. So definitely guys, look into this up. There's a lot of awesome stuff out there. I hope you guys get exposed to it. I hope I can teach you more about it.